What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We are back with some more Metallica. This time we're checking out the song Hate Train. I got the lyrics pulled up to my right side here. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. My goodness, what an intro. Once again, Metallica always killing it with the intros. Okay, now this is called Hate Train. Let's not read too much into the title here. But if you think about a train, right? I'm gonna watch me read too much into it. And we think about locomotive and of course how it starts. And it always starts with like kind of a slow cadence. You know what I mean? And that's what kind of like what we got there at the beginning as the tempo started picking up. And another thing is that every time when you're listening to those trains and you hear that, if any of you guys are like producers or whatnot, the very first like turn around at that very first sound, it has a strong attack before it kind of just fades away. So whenever in the intro and it's kind of giving us those you know what I mean, that's just what I started thinking. The locomotive, the gears are just turning up, right? And then as of course the tempo picks up, right? And the cool thing about what happened was how the melody was sounding when it was like right, how they kind of went from when it was like that melody right there is what kind of gave it like a slur, kind of rolling. I didn't really hear too much of the plucking or too much of the accent on the notes anymore to give you a sense that we rolling right now. This is called the hate train, right? Not the love train. So kind of get those somber melodies out of get them out of here. So when the guitar started coming in, it came in with that massive scream, right? And then I started thinking of the train and how it goes like beep beep, right? If I was to turn that beep beep into like it's like something that sounds really crazy and destructive, that's probably what it would sound like. So now I just got this envision of a train with like skulls and flames just and all the members of Metallica are just sitting up there just jamming, just with their hair just blowing in the wind. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, we have taken off. Now, that's just my thoughts about the intro. Let's get into the actual lyrics and the concept of the song.
Hate is a train that thunders aimless through my head, and hate is the fame chained to the wheel until I'm dead. Rage is a flame, creates a touch to boil the seas, and rage is to blame. Forever sorry I shall be. And from the darkness I descend, clenching a torch of sweet revenge. Oh, you took away Still I stand. You took away tomorrow. Still I stand. Straight down into the sorrow. Still I stand.
So now I wasn't expecting that, right? I guess I should have known, but Metallica's known to just kind of carry that aggressiveness throughout the entire song. But I was not expecting kind of the slowdown. Now, when I look at the lyrics right here, and he's pretty much describing like obviously, hate is like a train, it's kind of continuously going, super destructive. I like that he said chained to the wheel time there, because as we know, trains are trained to the wheel and it only knows one direction, right? The direction of the tracks that's laid out of. So unless you get off them tracks, then for the most part, you're pretty much just gonna head, you don't know where you're going, right? The tracks, that the hate is what's leading you and everything. So you got to get off those wheels and everything. The chorus though, when he said, "You took away my sorrow," the reason why I like that is because of just how much aggressiveness was built up before the chorus, right? It's that contrast. It's just so angry and so much aggression, and then the chorus comes in and it's just saying, it's almost like you writing a poem, or you sitting there and you've manifested hate in front of you, and you talking to hate and letting them know these are the things that you're doing to me and everything. But I want to let you know that no matter what you put me through, I'm still gonna stand. So you go ahead, you gotta get that out of here. But it's told from a sorrow, point of view, right? Because he also says that rage is to blame. Forever sorry I will be. Because often we do things, when we're filled with hate and rage, we do things that we come to regret later, right? So I think that he's thinking about those things when he's singing the chorus. And that's why it's sorry. That's why it's sorry. So, okay, keep it going.
Wrath is the name, bringing supper unto you. And wrath takes the shame and holds me down until it's through.
Oh, hold on, before the pre-chorus start, and I also wanted to make a mention, the tempo switches, right? The rhythm switches and all these different types of syncopation. I can't remember how you say it. I like to think of that as, the train, how it can shift locations or shift different types of gears, and it also slows. And I think when a train slows down, I think it, for the most part, it just goes one speed. But for the most part, how it slows, keeps going, it slows, keeps going. I like those rhythm changes is also like a representation of an actual train. But also hate. Sometimes when people's emotions, if they can't keep it in control, you could go from calm to hate in a matter of seconds, right? So almost kind of like a bipolar, if you will. The rhythm is on some bipolar type stuff. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
And from the darkness I descend, clenching a torch of sweet revenge. You took away tomorrow. Still I stand, right into the sorrow. Still I stand. You took away tomorrow. Still I stand. I sink into the sorrow. Still I stand.
That rumble. time? Okay. That whole entire thing, man. It's almost getting to the point where I can't listen to a Metallica song without just absolutely like just perspiring, and I got the AC on blast. Metallica still got me out here over sweating, right? Because you can't just listen to Metallica and not like absolutely bang your head. Like they're just the masters of controlling your emotions via music, right? So I had some things to say, but that's what happens when I don't pause for a while. I forget what I was about to say. Hopefully I can remember it. Let's return back to the epicness.
Then hunger's for the flesh is calm, and hate takes the blame. A beast that never slows it all. A beast that never slows it all.
Spiral. But the way he says descend,
Burst into flame the bitter end, and shake these gates of hell again. Yeah, cursed to drown in sorrow. You took away tomorrow. Still I stand, right into the sorrow. Still I stand, you took away tomorrow. Still I stand, you left me here in sorrow. Still I stand. Still I stand.
Ooh, I'm telling you, man, this was beyond magnetic. So I'm not really too sure which album that was, but I'm sitting here thinking, let me see, it was released in 2011, but when was that album released? Beyond Magnetic. Oh, it looks like it only had 4 songs. It was an extended play, and the release date was back in 2011. Okay, so not too far, but I don't know if it's just me, but the sound kind of gives me, because I know a lot of people didn't really necessarily like Metallica's like newer sound and everything. They wanted them to return back to the thrash days and everything. This sounded like older Metallica. You know what I mean? But anyways, that descending sound, that I was hoping we got something along those lines in here, except for the kind of like the fast, aggressive, the sonic, the audio representation of like Hate and Train. I was hoping that we got some type of sense of drowning or sinking in here, and they did it, executed it so well that I think that was the chromatic scale, how it just kind of going down, almost kind of sounded like a bomber or something like that, and then it just kind of went right that like that's crazy. You kind of think of like a train is just coming. It's just you standing right there in front of the train. It's coming. It ain't stopping. Right? It's okay. This reaction is already long enough. I appreciate those who stayed for the commentary. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.